Hi, this is Scott Siskin. I'm the president of First Republic Mortgage Bankers. When you need a mortgage, call First Republic Mortgage Bankers 718-380-0006.
Morning, Beverly. How are you?
Good morning, Scott.
Why don't you let us know what we were able to do for you?
Okay, I had tried another mortgage bank before. It didn't work. They weren't helpful. However, listening to Gil Bailey's show, I heard the announcement there about First Republic, and I tried it on one shot. The workers there were able to help me. They were very cooperative. Also, they were very attentive, and they were able to get me a mortgage just recently.
Okay, and where's that home located?
It's located in Marion Oaks, Florida.
So that's a second home in Florida.
Actually, no, that's like a vacation home in Florida.
Okay, and have we helped you previous to that?
No, this was the first time.
Okay. So a lot of people would think it'd be very difficult to get a mortgage for a Florida property here in New York. Can you let people know what the process was like?
Well, the process, I wouldn't say it was simple. There was a lot of paperwork. The requirements were, universal, which they ask you for proof of documentation, which once you provide all of that, there was no problem.
Okay. And where did you close, here or in Florida?
I closed in Florida.
Okay. And, people should know that they can actually close here if they want to. And since First Republic's here in New York and you closed in Florida, was there any issues that came about because of that?
No, I didn't have no issue. The problem, I think, why I did the closing there was because I had to do the walkthrough. So obviously, I think to accommodate me, they just did that right there and then.
Of course. So that's good.
Yeah.
Sometimes when people refinance, they think they have to go to Florida in order to refinance, and they don't.
Right. No, your company gave me the option, and the option was because I had to do the walkthrough.
Now, you dealt with Tony, correct?
Right.
Tony's been called the mortgage doctor, the mortgage wizard, and he has a team, very competent team that supports him. Can you talk about what it was like to deal with him?
From the get-go, the first person who I dealt with on the phone when I called in the first time, she made me feel very comfortable that her company was able to deliver what I heard on the radio. And so I had a lot of confidence there. Then when it came down to the nitty-gritty, it was back and forth. It was no, run over or whatever. But they worked with me. They worked with me, I must say. And I must give a lot of praise to Annie. There were some stressful times for me, a lot of screaming and yelling from me, but then, again, she understood. And, again, there were other people in the office, Neil, Rick, Naz. They gave me a lot of support again. So I want to say that I think I made a good choice to have First Republic help me in this way, to own a piece of the American dream.
Now, this is your second home buying in Florida. You hear a lot of things about Florida properties right now and values and so forth. You probably know more about Florida than a lot of most people who are listening, maybe more than me. Can you tell us what's going on down there? Is it a good time to buy? Is it tell people what the situation is?
Well, I wish I could give you a good answer. I think what it is that this is my vacation home. I live in the Bronx. I really don't have a second home. I have a second lot there, but this is the first home.
Okay. So when you did your research, did you find values have come down and it's an opportune time to buy? It's a buyer's market?
I feel that with what's going on here right now, I would think from what I'm hearing around, I'm not saying people won't go at it, but they're being very cautious.
Absolutely. Absolutely. but you were confident enough to forge ahead, and we were able to help you here in New York at First Republic Mortgage Bankers. Tony and his team was able to satisfy you, as you said, and I want to thank you for. You have any parting words for the audience before we say good day?
I just want to say that I think, or I know now that First Republic is really the way to go. Whatever they've said, I mean, I've listened every Saturday morning, and, I mean, you're listening to them. Yes, they do help you, and, I mean, they do stick to their word. So, again, if we're thinking about having a piece of this dream here, I think First Republic is the way to go.
How long have you been listening to Gil Bailey?
Oh, I can't even count. I can't even count. But, I mean, I have to say, again, they were a part why I was able to get the First Republic. I have heard about a lot of other companies before. As I said, I did deal with one. They didn't keep the end of the bargain when the house was completed. And thank God again to that program that I listened, and I had every confidence that that was the way I was going to go.
So you've heard First Republic on Gil Bailey for like the last 13 years.
Right. But, I heard it. It didn't appeal to me because then I wasn't ready to do anything. But when it came to me that, look, maybe it's the time to take the shot, then I said, okay, then this is the way to go. And they were really very helpful. Again, I can't express enough about that. The staff was very, very helpful.
Okay, and you know that every Sunday now from 8:30 to 9:30 you can watch the Gil Bailey television program.
Oh, sure, I'm online with that.
Okay, good. Did you see the show on Sunday?
Yes, I did.
What did you think of it?
I think for a start it was great, and I'm sure they will have, each as we go along, each program, I'm sure they're going to upgrade it. But it was great for the first.
Well, I think I agree with you, and I hope that you found it entertaining, and you'll be paying attention next Sunday.
Okay, sure I will. This was a pleasure talking with you.
Same here.
Okay.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye. Well, folks, another success story. And the bottom line here is that First Republic performs. We took care of this situation for Beverly. It was a second home in Florida, and we were able to help her even though we're here in New York. And that's true, really, of all the states that we're licensed in. We're able to help people in New York here be able to purchase and refinance properties at all the 12 states that we're licensed in at this point. And one thing I want to mention is that, we can refinance properties in Florida. A lot of people think they have a second home, they have an investment home in Florida or wherever it might be, that they can't refinance it. Well, that's not true. We help a lot of people to refinance their second homes, and here is investment properties and second homes in other states. So if you have a second home, you have an investment property, and you haven't inquired about the benefits of refinancing, now is the best time to do it. 718-380-0006. Tony is in the office right now. Tony, otherwise known as the mortgage doctor / wizard, is in the office right now. He took care of Beverly. He can take care of you. His extension is 335, and we have a whole office of loan officers that are here right now. We have Sandra, Manesh, Aaron, Daryl, Jason, John, Shazim, Robert, Rajan, Chris, and David. So we got and Eddie. We have a full house of loan officers. So you can speak to Tony or any of the loan officers that we have here, all seasoned professionals, about refinancing any property. The key is to make the call to get the facts, so you know what the situation is for you, what the benefits are for you of purchasing and refinancing right now in today's economy, in today's marketplace, with all the benefits, with the economic stimulus package. How is it going to affect you? You want to find out? Make the call. One call does it all. You make the call, and you're going to get all the facts. First Republic Mortgage Bankers is a licensed mortgage banker, direct lender in New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, Pennsylvania, Florida, Delaware, Maryland, Georgia, South Carolina, headquartered at 110 Jericho Turnpike, Floral Park, New York.